trust nobody, don't know how to stay committed to nobody, lustful spirits, self-centered, narcissistic, men and
let's get it. Welcome TMC world, man. It's your boy Dishontmc, man. We back with another video, man. This time we gonna be reacting to my TikTok. We're gonna be reacting to my TikTok, man. We're gonna be strolling on my TikTok. We're gonna be seeing what's going on the TikTok, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. If you ain't already did, man, make sure you super validate that follow button, super validate that sub button, man. On all platforms, Dishontmc, man. Let's get into it.
and everybody online complaining about how bad the dating market is, but the real question is this: what type of home did you grow up in? Because the trauma people experience growing up is being projected directly onto the people that they date. You could be handsome, you could be cute, you could be fine, but if what's going on inside of your head is trash.
If you've been trying to hit it big with TikTok Shop and it's either not working or you just don't even have enough followers to do it yet, you're gonna.
But when he gets a bigger ball, he's shooting because now that ball's too big for him. So now he's hoisting. Now he's pushing from underneath his chin. Now his form's off.
Pause like a motherfucker. Come on, Ray.
When he gets a bigger ball, he's shooting because now that ball's too big for him. So now he's hoisting. Now he's pushing from underneath his chin. Now his form's off. He's just trying to get the ball in there. This is the kids at young age definitely need smaller balls. The kids end up doing like this, and everybody's follow through is right here. And I always tell them, don't follow through with your guide hand. It's always right here. Don't do that because that's what they're used to doing from here. So now they evolved to get up here and they're doing the same thing. So the first thing that I tell every kid when they shoot is I watch how they hold the ball. They hold it in their palm. So remember, what I do is I'll throw the football, have a football, throw it at them. You never catch the football down here. You know, and then I throw a golf ball at them. You don't catch the golf ball like that. You catch it up here. Some other guys are really bad shooters because they let the ball start here and then it rolls all the way here, all the way to here. Now once it gets to here, their motion's already right here. They have no touch and they have to push.
I keep telling y'all, stop going to these beaches at night thinking that mermaids aren't real. If you do not think mermaids are real, go into the Book of Enoch and see what it says about mermaids. So it's a video going around where this man and his friends went to a beach, and this man is screaming on the beach because something came out of the water and took his friend off of the beach. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. I'm gonna sit this right here. Y'all cannot be playing on these beaches. Look. Shit is crazy. The ocean at night is already different. You can't see below the surface. You can't see.
Ooh, flick off. Oh, you smart head, son. You smart head.
Let's go, Kyrie. Put him in a mix.
Please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be for real? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. Let's dip a better here. Oh, you're just my type.
Kyrie with the fucking truth, man. For real.
Chill, let's dip a better here.
Ooh, y'all only see the hezzy? Damn.
This just ain't no game, these just ain't words. words that I'm spitting. If you could see the thought that's in my head, boy, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be for real? This is how I feel.
How to turn any.
Listen to me. Anybody that can believe a lie about you before they hear your side.
How often do you go to the studio, little bro?
I don't go to the studio often.
See, white people called you nigger because he couldn't enunciate. See, listen, that just shows you how a white man can take your stuff and turn around and make it bad. Look at it, work. This is wrong. There's no such thing as Ethiopia, okay? The actual name is called Cush. Ethiopia means, the Greeks named it means I burnt my face. You think I burnt my face? Why would you teach me that lie? When them people go around talking about you Ethiopia, I look at these people saying, you really are not conscious. You from a region place and show you how you been done. Let's show it right quick. Let's see Ethiopia. I don't want to be telling no lie. Let's see first of all. Let's cover this right quick before I keep moving. See, like he said, the day you got opportunity to be free.
My mama is younger than me, not in age, but in emotional maturity. And I ain't understand that until I was in my mid-30s. One day, my uncle sat me down and finally told me the truth about how my mama was raised. He told me about my grandfather. He told me about my grandmother. He told me about the things that they seen, the things that they went through. And suddenly, everything with my mama started to make sense. The relationship she was in, the way she loved, the way she handled pain. I finally understood why she acted the way that she acted. When my uncle left from telling me that, I cried. I had to hold my tears back while he was telling it to me. But when he...
Back away from me.
Oh, why wouldn't a tree fall and they they grab a damn chainsaw? Like, what if that motherfucker fall on you, nigga? You trying to grab a damn chainsaw?
Drewski done crossed too many lines with this shit. We gotta make sure that he canceled. That shit don't even sound right, right? This man did a skit. This man did not mention anyone's name. But you know what they always say, right? A hit dog will holler. And that's exactly what happened with this shit. If you thought the skit that he did about the church made people mad, this shit is making people even more madder because the skit that he did.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit that shit looks scary though. That face right there don't look scary and shit. Like, that shit do not look right, bro. Even though the shit was funny as hell, no lie. But look at this shit. This shit don't look right, bro. Even though I know it ain't real, but it's just something about this shit just, I don't know. It's something.
It resembles.
This your mother, right? Oh, you serious?
A 15-year-old girl in Pennsylvania was fatally shot 15 times after repeatedly slapping her friend's mother. A shocking video shows 15-year-old Imoni Williams slapping a mother while insulting her. The reason is that Williams had a dispute with a friend over her boyfriend, and her friend's mother intervened to stop the conflict, but was rudely
Damn, they shot that girl 15 times, bro. Shit. Can't be playing with people's parents out here like that, man. See what happened to the last security guard.
responded to by Williams. Williams said to the camera, "Don't meddle. This is your mother, right?" Then he slapped her in the face, followed by 2 consecutive slaps. When one of her friends was about to call the police, Williams fled the scene with her boyfriend. The police found Williams based on the video and discovered in the surveillance footage that Williams was driving to a gas station. That night, a stranger got out of the car and walked to Williams's car, then suddenly pulled out a weapon and fired several shots at Williams. When the
Bro, I'm from Chicago, nigga. That is not no dude. That is definitely not no dude, bro. That is not no fucking dude, bro. Let's run that back. Hold up.
Shots at Williams. When the emergency person pulled out a weapon and fired several shots at Williams. When the emergency personnel
Damn.
car then suddenly pulled out.
Look, this not no dude, man. It's all type of. If this is a dude, we got a lot of fucking female, goddamn it, gestures and female feminism. Cause at the end of the day, it's a dyke, bro.
A weapon and fired.
Look, you can tell. You see how he just moved to the side, and men don't do that. Like that's some female shit.
Several shots at Williams. When the emergency personnel arrived, she was pronounced dead on the spot. Now, Williams' family is filing a lawsuit against her friend and demanding compensation of $2 million. The final suspect was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to 20 years in prison. Judge ordered her to compensate the victim's family with $5,000 or $1,000. What do you think about this? Please leave a comment.
I don't think you know how the music industry works, doodle garbage. So let me school you. I wrote, produced my whole entire first
Are you telling me you punk motherfuckers believe that 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? Well, let me start by saying this, you simple-minded motherfuckers. A silverback gorilla can lift almost 4,000 pounds. Some of these motherfucking silverback gorillas stand at the height of 6 foot motherfucking 5, weighing anywhere to almost 500 motherfucking pounds. But you think 100 motherfucking men can beat a motherfucking silverback gorilla? A motherfucking full-grown...
You know why them rappers and them actors can't help?
If you live anywhere in California, then you need to know that the FBI warned police departments that Iran could be planning an attack. And allegedly, that attack that they're planning on doing it in California first. Look at this shit.
The FBI warning of possible Iranian drone attacks on our homeland. A new alert reviewed by ABC News revealing Iran's aspirations to conduct a surprise attack specifically against unspecified targets in California. The FBI saying it's...
Bro, I ain't gonna even lie. I don't really too much like try to get into politics and shit like that. But for some reason, why I feel like Iran is putting up a fucking fight, bro. Bro, it feel like we losing it. I don't know. I don't know. Leave it in the comment section, man. But it feel like we losing this shit, bro. Shit crazy. Damn. That don't even sound right, boy. U.S. losing to Iran? Shit is real.
Police departments across the Golden State now of strikes by unmanned aerial vehicles or drones as tensions rise in the Middle East.
So they're basically saying a ship armed with drones is going to get close enough to California and let those drones loose. And we talking about California. Let's talk about New York. I ain't never heard this many helicopters flying around New York. What's really going on? What we have to know is that we're not getting the truth about everything. 1 minute, somebody's on television saying that the war can end in 11 days. Then the next minute, they're saying that Iran is planning on, allegedly, hitting California with a drone attack. Now, I need you to listen to what they said. They said it's supposed to be a surprise attack. Okay, so if it's a surprise, how did you know about it? And I'm not saying that to say that we shouldn't be aware.
That's a good ass question, man. If it was a surprise, how the hell did y'all know? And why the hell is y'all saying it and it's getting around social media? So they know now. They know. Y'all found out about they surprise, and they found out about that y'all know now. So now they gon' goddamn it plan another surprise, probably on a whole nother state or some shit. The shit weird, bro.
Saying that to say we are continuously being lied to. We are out the loop on everything. They told us only 6 American soldiers died so far. Only a couple got injured. To come to find out, that's a lie. I say that to say this. If anything happens on American soil, Americans are not going to know what to do. Because the people that are supposed to be leading America is misleading America. We know that sleeper cells are here. We know that something can't happen.
The people that is leading America is misleading America. Ooh, that's a fire. That's a fact, though. That's crazy. That's crazy.
We know from previous incidents, but y'all need to pay attention because this shit don't sound good at all. I'm out.
He told me that you told him to come over here because he's supposed to be making a part 2 to kill my grandma. If he already killed his grandma, how you gonna make a part 2? Who you gonna kill now? So what's worse, the part 2 or the him snitching?
How do I?
You could. Would you paint a picture for us of what it was like on the plantation in your early days?
Everyone was happy. We never heard of all these things that we hear about today. And then it's no disgrace to say they're like children. When we say that, it's because they are like happy children, some of them. Because they like to sit in the sun and rather than work hard. My father had everything thoroughbred, from the pigs, horses, the dogs, and the people had to be thoroughbred.
As far as the colored people were concerned, I feel that they were a good bit happier than they are now. They had less in the way of material things. I can remember back in their 20s when I was a small boy, they were always singing at their work. They had a great sense of humor. And now today, they just don't seem to care much about that as they used to.
What do you think are the differences between the races?
I think there's a refusal to accept responsibility. I think there's a lack of motivation. They don't worry like the white man. If they have troubles, they go to sleep and wake up the next morning, and that trouble is over.
Is it possible that white people have something to do with the lack of ability for blacks to assimilate into this culture?
Absolutely. But customs die awful hard. It takes a long time. And everyone knew years ago that the Negro would have to be given equality. But in the South, it's been compared to straightening teeth. It takes a slow, steady pressure. You can't do it with a hammer. And white people's attitudes will change in time. I'm a lot more liberal than I was 5 years ago, and I know I'll be a lot more liberal 5 years from now, and I think almost everyone else is in that category.
What has tended to make you more liberal?
Well, realization that the Negro is a human being like anyone else.
Mr. Hasty, what did you think we were before you began to think of us as human beings?
Well, in a way, we thought of you almost as a very superior pet. Something, or rather someone, we had to take care of, because we had to do so much of their thinking for them. We had to do almost everything for them that, except living their own lives. Anything outside, we had to do for them.
Do you look at George as your granddaddy?
Yeah, that shit was deep though. That's crazy. Shit.
Huh?
Yeah. And when I told y'all that the dolphins be talking to the mermaids and they be taking people up underwater and they be making people listen to them, and anytime you see a dolphin, a mermaid is near. And when I told y'all mermaids is real and dolphins have powers, y'all told me I was tripping.
Yo, black people just be funny as hell, bro. Hell no.
Y'all told me I was crazy. But as a person who believes in mermaids, when I heard this story, I said, you know what? This is real. I don't know if I'm too deep off in TikTok streets. Y'all.
So you know I'm in here working on my bag.
I learned younger, like, a woman could just up and dip.
Yep.
So all I can do is be preoccupied with what's gonna help me and further me in life.
Daddy.
Because back when I was focused on loving and being a good and being so lovey-dovey, that's when a motherfucker could you over, Nate. Now you the man, you too.
Hey, this the video I saw. I don't know if this shit real, but this shit feel real. Like I feel this shit like in my body, like it's a weird feeling, bro. That's why I think this shit real. This ain't AI, bro. This is real video, bro. It gotta be. You feel that shit, bro.
Shay had to audition to play his dad. He had to
I had to
audition
audition
to play
for more
Ice Cube.
money. And how about this? Damon was like,
How do you stop Steph Curry? How do you stop Steph Curry?
When he get out his car, you better guard him right from the moment he pulls up to the arena. As soon as he get out of his car, you better guard his ass.
so I got him in
Yeah,
it.
better guard him.
In the car.
Man, you might want to get this.
Black people, I got a question. Out of all that black church money y'all been giving to the church, why we don't have nothing?
I fuck with you. I fuck with him, bro. This the type of shit that I be wanting to talk about, bro. They like shit like this, man. People don't like shit like this, bro. What happened to all that money y'all been giving to the church? The church's money. The community still fucked up. Ain't nothing. Everything's still the same or worse. Democrats. Why is we Democrat? Everything's still the same or it's worse. What is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with us? Something is really wrong, bro. But let's get back to OG, man, to the grandfather right here, man. Let him spit his shit, Jay.
All these pastors, a church on every block in the black community. Why we don't have nothing? Every other race have their own businesses, but we have nothing. And we are the people that go to church the most, that love Jesus the most. Big mega churches, pastors collecting all that money, but we have nothing to show for the money that we give to the church. When they collect that money in the church, black people don't have a bank. That money go to the white banks. And guess what? When they go to the white banks, it can build communities, stores around the corner, brand new, and housing communities, white communities. And you guys can't even live there. You have to walk a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles in the city just to get to a Publix, a Walmart. You can't walk there, you got to drive. But you go to the white communities, they have everything lined up. Targets, Walmart, everything. Pizza Hut, everything. But we've been giving this church money to these pastors, these black pastors, for years. And they have done nothing but fed their pockets. They filled their pockets up, but they don't help the flock, the people. Boycott these churches. Stop giving them your hard-earned money. Go and support a black business.
I agree with every fucking thing he said. Everything he said, I agree with. 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000, trillion%. I agree. You hear me? Come on, man. Make it make sense, bro. Don't none of that shit make sense. It never did to me. Like, what? You going, like, first of all, you going inside a church that you trying to praise the higher power, and it's a white man on every picture and statue in the church. Like, you praising to a white man, first of all. But man, that's all. I'm gonna get into that on a whole nother video. But let's get back into it.
Build that business. Their food might not be the best, but in time, their food will come to the top of the chain. Their clothes might not be the best, but in time, their clothes will come to the top of the chain. Stop giving those pastors your money so they can buy airplanes, houses, clothing, send their kids to college.
Y'all think fish can see water?
That's a good one.
Because, hold on, because, you know, fish breathe water. Now we breathe air, they breathe water. Like, you know how, like, underwater we can't breathe? Fish can't breathe
so it's
out of
opposite.
Water. So that's a very solid question.
Wow, hello.
Do they see, because we can't see air.
But can a fish see air?
Oh,
Hey, that's violent right there. That's something to think about, bro. Can a fish, leave it in the comment, can a fish see water? It's just like saying, can a human see air? We can't see air, but we can see water. fish can't see water, but they might can see air. That's crazy, bro. Damn, that's crazy to think about. Leave it in the comment section. That's crazy.
When women make their own money, the last thing they want to do is support a man. Last thing they want to do is support a man.
Believe it or not, no. When women make good money, they don't. When women make money, they don't need a man because they make enough money. They have support.
Okay, repeat that sentence again.
When women make enough money, they don't really need a man.
Okay,
because
say
they
that
can
one more
take
time
care.
again.
Make enough.
When women make what? What did you say? When women
they
make money?
enough money, they really don't need a man.
You do understand your sentence just defeated your entire argument, right?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But that's what I'm saying. You said women cannot be able to fight off or fend for the household if they couldn't pay rent.
That's wild to even say like that. Like she didn't even really want to say it. She didn't stutter like 5 times on everything. She didn't even really want to say it. That's how you know she didn't feel comfortable with saying it. You know what I'm saying? That don't even sound right. Even coming out no female mouth at all. Like what? And vice versa. Shit. Need each other, you know? That's why the world like it is now. That's why you got the rainbow people and all this other bullshit going on in the world, man. Because of shit like that, bro. We both need each other. Come on, man. What? That's weird, bro. Anybody that agree with that shit is weird as fuck. But a lot of people will because of this day and time. So, no, I won't be surprised. Yo, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Let me get back to the chat. Hold on. Let me get to the chat. Real Games in the building. What it do? Twizzle in the bizzle. What it do? God damn it. G-Loaded. Just gonna say loaded, bro. In the building, man. What up? T Wizard, what's the word, bro? Let's get back into it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm just like on some real shit though. That's like somebody telling you be yourself, and then they go on the internet and they
Feel me? Trying to tell niggas. I catch you on ramen, I'ma bring mine fast. Wallahi. Not playing with niggas no more, gang.
You know, talking about, wallahi, I catch y'all on Ramadan, I'm gonna break my fast. You can't.
Has Trump been planning?
Feel me? Trying
They ass twigging, boy. They be twigging on some real shit. These niggas be twigging out in the clubhouse, bro.
tell niggas. I catch you on ramen, I'ma bring mine fast. Wallahi. Not playing with niggas no more, gang.
You know, talking about, wallahi, I catch y'all on Ramadan.
Has Trump been planning what could be about to happen for the last 39 years?
Why couldn't we go in and take over some of their oil, which is along the sea?
This interview with Trump was recorded in 1987, where he is asked multiple questions about...
A lot of people in Beverly Hills, California are...
Yeah, man, I want to ask somebody, man, somebody in the chat, whoever watched this, man, is this a real video, bro? Because I've been seeing this all over TikTok, bro. Is this real, bro? Is this fucking real, bro? If this real, this shit look crazy, bro.
all say same thing. They looked up at the sky and saw something they couldn't explain. At first, it seemed like a normal cloud just drifting above the city, but then it stopped moving. Like everything.
Yeah, and I watched like damn near the whole video. You see how it's like formed now. It looked like it's like a cloud or and a bunch of stuff. But then as it kept moving, bro, it started like forming into like a body type shit. It looked like a body. Looked like 2 feet at the bottom. It looked like a back type shit. On my mama, Joe, the shit crazy. If this real, bro, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on in the world, bro. But this, it transformed into like a human type shit.
Else and just hovered there, holding its shape like it was alive, slowly shifting and pulling itself together like it was breathing. And the creepiest part is, it didn't follow the wind at all. It moved on its own, like it had a purpose. Witnesses said for a moment it even looked like a face forming in the sky, then collapsing back into mist over and over again, like something was trying to come through but couldn't fully make it into our world. Some people are calling it a rare atmospheric illusion, but others are convinced this wasn't natural at all. They think it was some kind of entity watching from above, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it because it doesn't.
Like with this video right here, man, I don't know, for some reason it just like something in my body like feel like it's real. Like with the mermaids, like when the mermaids came out of the water and shit, that shit just something in my body was like, this can't be this. It feel real, bro. Like this shit weird as hell.
It feels random. It feels like it's aware. So if you were standing there and it suddenly looked back at you, would you stay or would you run?
How many bodies y'all got?
I never caught.
This is the greatest speech you will hear in your entire life. Share it to everyone you know. Listen.
What is one message you could tell a youth about life?
How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration.
Yeah, you the villain now. You start putting yourself first. You ain't letting all that disrespect slide no more. Yeah, you the villain now. Then you focus on your own peace. Yep, you gonna be the villain. You not ignoring the slick jabs no more? What? And you setting boundaries. Now you know they ain't used to you setting no boundaries. Yeah, you might well get comfortable. You gonna be the villain for a while. But I'm so damn proud of you.
Get away from the door.
What you mean?
Like, get away from the door.
By the door?
I said, get away from the door.
Oh, I'm away from the door.
No, walk away from it. Bro, walk in the middle of the room. Just walk in the middle of the room.
Alright, I'm in the middle of the room.
What the fuck? No, you're not. Is you in here with me?
You know I'm not in the middle of the room.
Bro, cause I see you right here.
You see me on my game?
Yes, bro. You still by the door. Walk in the middle of the room.
No, you said I am in the middle of. Okay, I'm finna step in my bed, nigga. I'm in the middle of the room.
Nigga, I'm talking about on the game. What the fuck is you talking about?
It's dumbass, bro. It's dumbass, bro. He told him to walk in the middle of the room and on a game in the lobby, Joe. So he supposed to walk in the middle of the lobby that they in on the game. This motherfucker walked in the middle of his bedroom in real life. That's the dumbest shit ever, Joe.
The guy decided to polish his Tesla worth.
Well, part of it is you only know basketball under a coach and a whistle.
No, but listen, this is the bad thing. I gotta teach Woo-Op something, right? So I gave Woo-Op Friday every month I give Woo-Op $1,000. This is the craziest month he's had so far. This was on the 6th that I gave him this money. He spent $600 in 3 days. What the fuck did you spend for $600? He talking about some TikTok shop be having these pants. Boy, what the fuck are you talking about?
All men know how to do is play basketball and lie.
I ain't gonna even cap. TikTok shop got a lot of shit on that bitch. No cap.
Baseball when I was young, yeah, it'd be hot.
How good a baseball player were you?
I could have went to the MLB.
I am not surprised.
The Bible shows you the weakness of the sexes. It shows it to you.
Yes.
Men, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And that's what he died for the church. Wonderful. All that deep.
It's a bird. It's a plane. What?
McDonald's and these chicken nuggets. I think it was this one right here. And he found a tooth, somebody else's tooth, in the freaking chicken nugget.
Ugh, bro. Y'all think that's real? A lot of this shit be real, but when it be on the internet, it's like it kind of seem like fake motherfuckers trying to do it for clout. But a lot of this shit do be real, bro. That shit nasty. That's why I don't even eat that chicken nugget shit. I barely even eat McDonald's. If I'm eating McDonald's, it's a McChicken or a fucking chicken sandwich. Like, I don't even eat pork, none of that shit. So, ugh, I don't even eat chicken nuggets at that. I do not fuck with they chicken nuggets.
Young boys. Ain't nothing, no flex about being in jail.
Oh, I was 25 years old when the Sky Tour opened.
Got you one.
Oh my God,
Fictional
what's
story.
going on there?
Just what if this happened?
No one understood what was happening when that planet, that thing, began appearing in the sky. We thought it was an asteroid, maybe a comet. Scientists talked about orbits, gravity, collision.
Breaking news tonight as we monitor this rapidly evolving situation.
It took 5 years. 5
What if-
years from when it was detected.
Bro, where my $1,000 at, man?
Wow. And I can't even get mad because he's right. I owe him money.
Where my 1,000 plaque, boy?
I got you, bro.
Plaque, boy,
I'm not gonna lie, gang. I can't find my phone in the self-service ass.
Hey, where's Max's phone?
Max's assistant. Yeah. Bring
How the fuck they make it? How they change his voice like that, bro? Oh shit, baby.
Hey, where's Max's phone?
Max's assistant. Yeah. Bring Max's phone. You want to do 5,000? I didn't want to take the man money. I would have took it. I wouldn't left this bitch till I had it.
Sure. Oh yeah, you caught. What's his name?
For those of you that don't know,
Bro, where my $1,000 at, man?
Wow. And I can't even get mad because he's right. I owe him money.
Where my 1,000 plaque, boy?
I got you, bro.
Plaque, boy,
I'm not gonna lie, gang. I can't find my phone in the self-service ass.
Hey, where's Max's phone?
Max's assistant. Yeah. Bring Max's phone. I didn't want to take the man money. I would have took it. I wouldn't left this bitch till I had it.
Sure.
for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. The spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high. The people that lived in it were called the Mois. And these were the people that lived in the spacecraft that was uncovered that's melting out of the ice in Greenland. The spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electron.
If you're posting every day but still stuck in 200 views,
watch this.
Cinco, you're a fucking dad. Wait, Chad, didn't Brooklyn date Cinco? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Chad, didn't Brooklyn date Cinco? She probably watching like, could have been me. And no, listen. No, Chad, that's ain't chill. I'm saying
there are 3 things that you are missing out on if you're not using TikTok.
It's all fake. I think everything has been falsified before the year 1600.
How so?
If you look on very, very old maps, you see that there used to be a country called Tartaria that was in existence. And at a certain point, all of history has been changed.
That's why I always been trying to tell people, man, all the time. I just don't know, like, the the geographic of everything, but it's like, you know, everything been changed, bro. Everything been changed, bro. Ain't nothing how they taught us. Nothing, they taught us what they want, how they want us to see the world and shit, the maps and shit. But everything has been changed for a long ass time, bro.
About 1,000 years have been added to the timeline in order to justify land claims, largely have to do with the Eurasian horde and the elimination of the Eurasian horde. Rome and Greece and Egypt were actually active till around 1600, and that Rome actually fell around 1492.
As opposed to what's the conventional timeline?
About 1,000 years before. If you can wrap your head around it, the Salem witch trials took place around the same time as the Inquisition. Columbus was discovering America around the time Rome fell. All of this was designed to erase this entire civilization from history.
What really happened at the Grammys? Because people are saying that this looks like a portal. A portal to where? Because I don't believe this is a portal. This is art, all right? Shh, shut up! I mean, all of our favorite people was there. Billie Eilish. They're having such a wonderful time. Somebody invited me to this, and I'm not gonna say no names, but you know I wasn't going. They even offered to cover hotel fees, and we all know what happens in those hotels. Can't forget about Bad Bunny. Yep. He was there, and he had a pretty good speech. I ain't gonna hold you. Just HW having a good time, vibing. We know what this is about, guys. Shh, don't even say it. But what about Lady Gaga? What about her? She won an award. She's always winning.
Bro, that shit, bro, they do not look real, bro. This shit they do not look like real people. Look at her in the middle. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this side of the face. Look at this side of the face. Look at this eye right here. Look at this eye. Look at her eye. Like, I'm very detailed. I look at everything, bro. So look at the wig right here. Look at the split. I don't even think this gotta be a wig. This ain't even no real hair. You can tell. Look right there. I don't think that's real hair. It gotta be a wig. This smirk is like telling you I don't wanna. It's something going on, bro. The lip shapes don't look right. Throw the whole face away. What the fuck is going on, bro? These people don't look real, man. And these two just looking like they know something going on, but they just can't say shit. They comfortable with all this shit now, because they probably Miley Cyrus been through this shit her whole life. You feel me? So they just comfortable with the shit now.
But what about Lady Gaga? What about her? She won an award. She's always winning because she's doing what she has to do to stay in the light of HW. Jelly Roll, or more like Swiss Roll, he was on a ball. He had a really interesting speech too.
Hold on, I don't know too much about this guy Jelly Roll, but didn't he used to be like 400 pounds or something? Bro, look at him now, Joe. Look at his face, Joe. Face of a dumb nigga, bro. Look, he look like he did some shit that he wasn't proud of, and he just to get this award, Joe. He don't look happy at all. Look at this shit, bro. He looks sad. He look like his soul gone, bro. Like something left. He ain't fully there no more. I think he used to be like 400 pounds or something, bro.
I don't know. He's giving me 50-50 vibes. But why did Justin Bieber show up like he was going to play basketball? Like he was at the gym? People are saying that this is an HR in plain sight. Who the hell is this? Huh? Who is this? You know who this is. They was having a marvelous time, and you wasn't invited. Can't forget about them dressing the same. Why is that? What's up with this? Pusha T, Malice, Pharrell, why are they all wearing the same suit? I mean, it all goes down at the Grammys, guys. This is where it happens at. Why does Lady Gaga look lighter than before? Something is up. Welcome to the Grammys. Yep. Welcome. You're welcome. Where the hell has he been at? Where has Q-Tip been at? He comes out of nowhere. Shh. Shut up. Not just playing, guys. Entertainment purposes only. I hope you've seen the Grammys. They put on a show. It was wild.
All right, team.
Sheriff's office.
Y'all greedy asses see what's going on with Mama Nose and that damn gumbo, right? You see, the problem is y'all trust people too much. Soon as shit start trending, y'all do what the trends say. You had numerous people go and get that gumbo and said that gumbo was nasty. You had numerous people go and get that gumbo and say Mama Nose had an attitude. And then you had another woman say that she wasn't about to give her money to a lugao. And I don't think you know what that is. But you see, the quickest way for somebody to do something to you is through your stomach. Now all of a sudden, Houston Health Department is shutting her down. They're investigating her gumbo stand. You got people saying they got sick after they ate this gumbo. Now let me...
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays.
You need an LLC.
That's Chicago for your ass, boy. For real.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of...
You need an...
Black people, we don't have pheomelanin. We have carbon-12. See, they ain't know about that. They had us believing we was the same, huh? We was the same. No. You have pheomelanin. I have carbon-12. Carbon-12 is the substance from which all of creation stems from. Your black people are made from carbon-12.
My TikTok growth in 90 days? Kind of.
There are 3 things that you're missing.
I have never beaten an escape room.
Dirk sent in a verse and he said, take my Yeezy shirt off and make it a domat. And he said it 4 times. I hit him up, I said, you know, you're breaking my heart. I don't know exactly what it is, but I spoke to this man a few times about the line. Then he changed the line. Then he changed the line to, I take my Yeezy hat off and give my little hoe that. And I'm just like, why y'all think y'all could play with me? He must have never really liked me.
What? You heard her. She said that is not Wakanda. That is Kansas. Do you see what's going on here, guys? Shh. Sir, this is supposed to be the real Wakanda, guys. This is what people are saying. That's what they said in the movie. Remember, I didn't say any of this. But it's something to think about, guys. Who would have thought that Wakanda was right here?
Hey, check this out, man. This just this. I didn't watch a lot of shit. This just a little theory of mine, man. It just reminded me of it. So Kansas, right? They say Wakanda in Kansas, right? Just think about it. Where was the Wizard of Oz? Where was the fuck the Wizard of Oz made? In Kansas. Wakanda in Kansas. No, I went on with the Wizard of Oz, you feel me? Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging.
In this country, this is what she said. Remember that. But something's up, guys. They saying that's where the Wakanda spring water came from. Back in the days, like, in a time when I wasn't even alive. But who's to say that's even true? I don't know. But it seems like Wakanda was named after Wakanda in Kansas. Yep. Now listen, I didn't put any...
Look, you don't see how strange that shit is, bro? It's a Wakanda in Kansas, bro. Wakanda Springs, bro. Like, come on, bro. That shit weird. Come on, that shit ain't weird. Maybe I don't know.
Of this together, so I just want you to understand that. This is what people are saying, and I'm just repeating it. It's something to think about. Because I'll tell you one thing, I want to go.
They got the Kansas historical marker. A historical marker.
Down to Wakanda.
When they attack black people after they've been murdered, when they did absolutely nothing wrong.
This is the only one that I have seen myself. This is a king of America, probably the first king to ever invade Europe. Yeah, the Moors.
And look, man, check this out. This is another thing what I've been telling people, bro. I swear to God, I be speaking this shit, bro. This is another thing with our culture, bro. The black people, we was the Moors of the fucking. We was the Moors, bro. We was the people with the gold and all that, bro. That's why we don't. A lot of people wear jewelry in their mouth and gold and all that. We the ones that do that today is because it's instilled in us. We thinking we wearing it because it look good and all that, but no, this was our shit, bro. This is why it look better on us than another race. Gold always look good on the black culture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's instilled in us, bro. This is where we come from, bro. They erased all that shit out of our heads somehow. They erased all this shit, bro. Never taught us about more. I never learned about no damn Moors in school. Never in my fucking life. I never heard about no Moors until I got like maybe 27 or some shit. Like, this the shit that they had from us, bro. We was the originals, bro.
Weren't the only ones. They didn't all come from Africa. They also came from this part of the world. One of the 3 Tartarian kings was killed. Were they all related? Well, are you ready for this? It's going to get even crazier. I also wanted to show this. There is a lot of this information online. This is another one of the original Tartarians. One of the original Moorish Tartarians when they were combined, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, which wasn't in Africa, but I'm not doing that today. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. Ready?
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do.
Hey, this why I fuck with Jim Carrey, bro. Jim Carrey been saying this shit forever. He been exposing these people forever, bro. When nobody ever listening to the man, bro. Now they clone. I don't know what they did to him. They cloned him. They did something to Jim Carrey, but it ain't Jim Carrey no more. The real Jim Carrey was exposing these people, man.
It is the mark of a villain, like talking about.
Look right here. This the clone Jim Carrey. This not the real Jim Carrey right here. He didn't expose them so much, bro, that they had to teach him a lesson or some shit. You feel me? And then just listen to what he say.
I was in Eisenhower up there receiving your awards, and I was like, I'm dead.
I am not just a vagina. So it's just the frustration of being a woman and feeling this. You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure. You know?
They pressure me. There's so much pressure. You gotta be sexy. You gotta be cute. You gotta be nice. You gotta be all these things.
I do feel a little bit like Cinderella. Do you feel those things tonight? 1000%. I wanted to start the year with.
No lie, bro. All these celebrities look different as hell. You see the before and the after, bro. They look different than a motherfucker, man. They looking like what they said that them people wanted them to be.
I do feel a little bit like Cinderella. Do you feel those things tonight? 1000%. Do you feel?
In Eisenhower up there receiving your awards, and I was like, I'm dead.
I am not just a vagina. So it's just the frustration of being a woman and feeling this. You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure. You know?
They pressure me. There's so much pressure. You gotta be sexy. You gotta be cute. You gotta be nice. You gotta be all
check this out. She probably didn't even want to do all that stuff, bro. But now, look at the after. Look what they turned her to.
I do feel a little bit like Cinderella.
Do you feel those things tonight?
1000%. I wanted to start the year with all of that, and I wanted to make sure it felt fresh.
People talk about my private life. I know that, like, you know, as a celebrity, that's what goes along with what you do. You just have
making bread where it takes 6 hours to make it, where it smells like homemade bread.
I was at work at the time, and they talked to me, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about it later. It was quick shifts and changes, but
Come on, bro. Bro, this is a complete different person, bro. Look at this shit, man. I wish I could do it like side by side or some shit. This shit, wow, bro.
oh, let's talk about it later. It was quick shifts and changes, but we really have so much trust in our writers, adding on top of or elaborating to a further extent.
The Maya did not eat corn, rice, beans, chicken, eggs, pork, cows. Why? Because these things did not exist in Honduras when Christopher Columbus came. They only ate those things that were natural. What does the African eat today? Rice. And rice is a poison. Not only is it starch, and it is because it contains and it converts into carbonic acid, but it contains cyanide.
If NASA really went to the moon, how did they come back? There was no launching pad, no missiles, and no other equipment. Think about it. On Earth, we need massive fuel tanks, reinforced pads, countdown towers, and a whole team sweating behind screens. But on the moon, we're told a tiny metal cabin sitting on dusty ground with legs thinner than a street sign pole somehow fired itself upward with perfect precision. No blast crater, no scorch marks, no backup system. And the surface dust, completely undisturbed in the photos. No launch tower.
Hey, no cap, bro. When we was little, bro, they took us on a field trip, bro, to see like an astronaut movie. We was maybe in like 5th grade, 6th grade, maybe 4th, 5th, 6th grade, maybe, bro. If anybody remember this shit, bro, put it in the comment section. They took us to a movie when we was like in 4th, 5th, 6th grade of an astronaut movie. And then when they landed on the moon and shit, so it looked, the dude was walking, the astronaut was walking over the moon. It looked like he was finna go over the edge of the moon. But as he got to the edge of the moon, it was a whole nother fucking, like city. Like fucking whole nother world up there. It was lit up. Like it's saying like Las Vegas type shit on the moon, bro. They showed us this shit in like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. In a movie, Joe. I swear to God. So I had to think about that. Like, hold on, they showed us this like in 4th, 5th grade. That it was like it was life on the moon type shit. So that's crazy.
No external support, no robotic arms guiding it upward. Just a box on legs that magically breaks free from.
This is a harsh truth that man must face.
Say that again?
Will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will save the cost and ensure that.
Wait a second, did you see what I just saw? Let's take a closer look at that signature. Let me clean it up a little bit here and... I knew it.
Yo. Will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will.
Yo, you are.
He definitely reaching like a motherfucker with this shit, bro. You never know, though. You never know. You never fucking know. That's crazy as hell, bro. He reaching a little bit, but yeah, that look kind of similar.
You are scary as shit. What? Wait. Are you a real human?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yes, are you sure?
Dude,
Like, you
why
from
does
this
everyone think I'm scary?
Are you from this planet?
Yes.
You not lying to me? Like, you're not one of them that crashed in the UFO type shit and then came here?
No, I'm a skinwalker.
Are you a boy or a girl? What did mean?
Why is it hard to tell?
Because it's like you don't look real. You don't look real in the face. Like, you don't look real. Yo, there's no way you're a real human. You're scaring me.
Remember this. If older people don't listen to younger people, they become slow amongst older people. When younger people don't listen to older people, they become slower amongst younger people. If young people would listen to older people, they move faster amongst younger people because you got advanced knowledge.
Right.
And when older people listen to younger people, we move faster in the older world because you got new knowledge. So when we listen to each other, we all grow, and that's called culture.
That's number facts, bro. That's number facts, bro. Can't explain it no better than that, bro.
African man who was being called the Black Jesus because of the superhuman abilities he had. Let's speak about the superhuman things Simeon Toko did. One time, Simeon Toko was on a plane and he ordered the plane to stop in midair, and it did just that. It didn't fall.
For 50 years, y'all been wondering, what the fuck happened to JFK? I went in there and watched the VCR tape myself. I can't tell you what I saw, white friends, but I'll show you the part you missed. Moving right along.
Welcome to a day in my life as a creative running a...
Hey, low key, I kind of knew it was somebody in a car that did that shit because that was like close range type shit. They killed JFK, but that's a whole nother video. I ain't gonna even get into.
lifestyle brand from home. If your credit is below 600.
Listen, man, I'm gonna get y'all. If you want to get all of your TikTok.
So, let me get this straight. We got werewolves, vampires, wizards and warlocks. We got reptilians. We got Smurfs. We got talking cats. Transforming dogs.
These TikTok accounts are making
this man right here, Casanat, I want the best for him. He has the money, yes, but mentally, I'm really hoping he's okay.
The U.S. Navy said, hell no, we not escorting no oil from over there. And if you're wondering why, look at this.
الله أكبر انهدام النفط امریکایی در محدوده شمال خلیج فارس.
Like they said, it's too dangerous over there. But now Donald Trump is about to tap into our reserves?
Energy Agency and its member countries, including the U.S., agreeing to release 400 million barrels of oil.
We'll reduce it a little bit, and that brings the prices down. We have to get rid of the evil. There's great evil taking place in Iran, as you know.
The Iranians saying the only evil is you. But I thought this war was over. I thought we won this war. Emptying out reserves because oil can't get over here. That sounds about right. I'm glad that the weather is about to break soon, because we all know when gas go up, it don't drop right back down. It take its time to come back down, because they know you need that shit. But as always, inquiring minds want to know.
A decade ago, he spelled,
We're finding that if you were born in the 18 and 1900s, you could go outside and stare off into the corn or into the barn. A stack of hay would also do.
You really think that elephant on the political ballot is just a marketing logo? That is the ancestral representation of your republic. A government modeled directly after the loyal and protective structure of elephantine families that have been in America since time immemorial.
You see this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
If you have $1 billion, we have learned that you can do whatever you want to do. When Elon Musk wants to send things in space, he don't have to ask nobody's permission. Congress don't meet. Senate don't meet. No police department got to be warned. He don't need a permit. None of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do, and then you tell them what you did. The people that are...
There are 5 types of humans. Rank number 1, the Caucasian. Rank number 2, the Arab. Rank number 3, the Asian. Rank number 4, the Dravidian. Rank number 5, the Hispanic/Latin. How come your black people are not in these 5 rankings of the human race? How come we not there? Why aren't we there? I thought we was human. I thought we was all one human race. I thought we were all descendants of her and she can give birth to us, right? I thought that was the case. We're not in the human race because our race is the Anunnaki race.
And I believe that also, bro. The Anunnaki. If y'all don't know anything about the Anunnaki, go look up Anunnaki, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's like they erased every fucking thing, bro. This is why they treat us like this. This is why we like the most hated motherfuckers, but the most liked motherfuckers on the damn planet. Is because is that, bro. They erased everything and took everything from us.
That is your race.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood.
Roseanne said this shit happened like years and years ago. She been said this shit about the Epstein people. She been tried to warn motherfuckers. I won't be surprised if they, you already know what's gonna happen, but
They do talk.
Where the fuck was you at when we was at Old Country Buffet? I never. My teeth gone cold and wondering.
Hadith says there's going to be tunnels, or there's going to be holes in Mecca. Nobody really understood what that meant, but when I was living there, it was very obvious what that meant, right?
This is Memphis, Tennessee, before it was taken over by the colonizers and the European invaders. This was the empire of Amaruka Temeri, and it spawned all over America. That's why we still have pyramids all over America that are being hidden. And this was the empire of the North, Amaruka Temeri, of the Children of the Sun. This is the history that they keep hidden from the Children of the Sun, so-called black people in what is now known as America, because they don't want you to know that your history has been
But yeah, this what I was saying. Mike was muted. This is called America. I think I'm saying it right. America. If I don't know, but I think I'm saying it right. But you see the similarities. This is where they took the name from, and they switched it to America. They changed some letters and shit, and they switched the shit to America, bro.
Erased and stolen. And you are the original humanity of this firmament, and this empire was yours. They tell you they founded these cities and created world fairs, but these world fairs were about showing off what they had conquered from the Children of the Sun and the empire of the Children of the Sun. And all of these Europeans you see are the immigrants that they rushed into this nation to repopulate and recolonize the empire. All the way from Rome, we had our emperors and our leaders and our queens being erased from history, because they know we ruled Europe, we ruled Asia, we ruled Africa, we ruled Spain, we ruled the north and the south of what is now America. And this is the history that they don't want you to know. All of these glorious empires and structures architecturally you see all over the world are the remnants of the empire of the children of the sun. The architectural ingenuity and advanced technology of sound, vibration, and frequency we use to create these empires is the knowledge that they want to hide from the so-called black man and woman. They don't want you to know that the first president of Mexico was black because it was originally black people's land, and that this entire empire now known as America was black people's empire, and every structure you see was built by our ingenuity and our understanding. And the knowledge of sound, vibration, and frequency and the earth's ley lines and chakras has been eliminated.
Whoever the fuck is this, they know what the hell he talking about. Shout out to whoever the hell made this damn video, bro. Cause yeah, shout out to David too. Cause yeah, this is the fucking truth right here. This is what black people don't want to see this. They don't want to analyze this shit, bro. Really fully understand this shit.
From the so-called black man and woman's understanding, and they forbid us from learning the truth of our ancestors. We built these cymatic, architectural, beautiful wonders of the world, and this is our ingenuity. This is our designing. This is our techniques. We are the founding fathers of all civilizations, and we educated the entire world that has turned against our empire, and now they are living in our reality, and we are in the shadow of ourselves. From Asia to China to Haiti to what is now known as North America, the so-called black man and woman have been written out of history, down to Japan even. They wrote us out of history. And the so-called copper-colored Indian people were the black man and woman of America.
Ruins of the Tartarian Empire. The Tartarian Empire of the
Children of the Sun, man. Come on, stop it, bro.
Children of the Sun. Rock formations like this representing the king. That's also on the buildings in Manhattan, was demolished in 2007. Yet the faces that we see in Manhattan still remain. Proof of the former empire that built all the glorious structures you see in New York, as well as all over the country.
I laughed.
What's up, chat? Chat. He says he can switch people out. And he does it right in front of them. And he says, like, yo, bro, like, I'll switch your wife out and I'll put another one of your wife inside of her body. And they're walking around and you think that's your wife, and it's not your wife. This is what's going on. It's no longer, like I said, it's no longer spiritual. We figured out how to, turn into spirit and exchange the soul.
Yo, and people think this man is crazy. He is a little, cuckoo, whatever, but he be speaking that shit, bro. He be telling the truth on a lot of shit. People don't really be paying attention because he be on some other shit, but he be speaking that shit, bro.
In order to control the vessel. So if I have the vessel and I'm just nothing but spirit, I can ruin.
Here's something interesting.
Here's how you can create longer than 8-second AI videos. So we all know the problem.
You know what I'm saying? If that don't pan out in your teenage or your 20s, in your 30s, that's when you start working your ass off, working for somebody else. Other than that, man, strap up. Don't have no kids at an early age. Live your life. Strive to be great, man. Stay the fuck out the hood. Ain't nothing good is happening in the hood. Be different. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can give right now to the youth. Be different. Do different things. Connect your database. Don't disconnect your database. You know what I'm saying? Spread your wings. Fly like a bird.
Hello.
To the sky.
Hello.
Get high. No, I'm just
Okay.
So they told me my bond and all that. Once they told me the bond, then they took me back to, man, I'm talking about when you go into the county, yo, some shit like that, bam. This video is black, so Got the choir, all men. I don't see no women, so that's a sign right there, like something up with that. You got Kanye West sitting in the front on the front bench. You feel me?
Owned a few Popeyes restaurants. We never knew. Now he's been hit with a lawsuit.
Then you fuck around, go to sleep around 3. Wake right back up early as hell. It was just a long sleep. Only the guard really the motherfucker that's woke, you know what I'm saying? So I go in the shower. This my whole. When I was 17, I had my first son at 17. I got locked up at 17. A lot of shit happened to me at touching little kids.